Hey everyone, it's Elegant Polish and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a review of OPI's new Hello Kitty collection. This collection is filled with a lot of creams and 2 glitter polishes. If you are interested in how these polishes apply and what they look like on the nail, then please continue watching. The first color is called Kitty White, and it is a pearly silver polish. It's kind of like a glitter, but it applied well like a cream. As you can see, it's not fully opaque in one coat, so I'm definitely going to need a second coat for this one. But the formula is really easy to apply, and the color is absolutely beautiful. Here's the second coat of Kitty White. As you can see, it's applying very well, and it is completely opaque in 2 coats. This color is really pretty, and I love how sparkly it is. That is 2 coats of Kitty White. The next color is called Let's Be Friends, and it is a cotton candy pink, and it is so pretty, and the formula is so good on this polish, guys. You don't understand how easy it was to apply. Normally pinks like this are super thin, but this was kind of almost opaque in one coat, but I really love this color. Here is a second coat of Let's Be Friends. As you guys can see that it is applying so well, so smooth and creamy, and it only took 2 coats to become completely opaque, which is awesome because normally light pinks like this take about 3 coats, so it's awesome that it is only a 2-coater. So that is Let's Be Friends. Up next we have Small plus Cute equals Heart, and it is a baby pink polish. As you guys can see, it's a little streaky on the first coat, but it's not too bad for a light pink like this. It's easy to apply, very creamy, but it's definitely going to need at least 1 more coat to become opaque. Here's the second coat of Small plus Cute equals Heart. As you guys can see, it's completely opaque in 2 coats. Very easy coats, didn't take a lot of polish to cover up the nail, and as you guys can tell that this color is absolutely beautiful and perfect for springtime. I really love this color and it was so easy and smooth to apply. That is 2 coats of Small plus Cute equals Heart. The next pink in this collection is called Look at My Bow, and it is a really pretty girly pink color. It's a little bit darker than the other 2 that we had in the beginning of the collection. As you guys can see, it's kind of sheer and really streaky on the first coat, so this is definitely going to need a second coat. I tried smoothing it out just a bit with more of a dry brush, and I think it helped more, so you might want to do a little bit of a thicker coat with this polish. So let's move on to the second coat. Here is the second coat of Look at My Bow. As you guys can see, it's completely opaque in 2 coats. I really love this shade of pink. It's probably one of my favorites. And it's super glossy without a top coat too. So that is 2 coats of Look at My Bow. Up next we have Spoken from the Heart, and it is a pretty coral polish. When I saw this color in the bottle, I was super excited to apply it to the nail. But if you guys can't tell from this video, the polish formula was horrible. It was so hard to apply. It was almost like a jelly polish. I was really hoping it'd be a cream. It isn't too bad because it's not that streaky, but it's just really hard to apply because I'm not a huge fan of jelly polishes. So let's see if a second coat can fix this polish up. Here's a second coat of Spoken from the Heart. I'm trying to see if I can fix up this polish to make it look less jelly-like, but I'm afraid that it just won't budge. The formula isn't hard to apply, it's just I'm not really a fan of those thinner formulas because this formula is really thin. I'm a fan of like a little bit of a thicker polish, but the color itself is really pretty. I probably would wear this, but the formula is just a little bit tricky and thin. So that is 2 coats of Spoken from the Heart. The next color is called Super Cute in Pink. I would actually call this polish more of a purple than a pink, but if you guys can't tell from applying it, this polish is another very thin formula polish. It's not easy and smooth to apply. It takes a lot of strokes to make it even noticeable on the nail. It's more of like a jelly polish, just like Spoken from the Heart. I'm going to try to fix it with a second coat and see what the second coat can do to this polish. Here's the second coat of Super Cute in Pink. As you guys can tell, it's looking like a jelly polish. So the second coat is making the color definitely more opaque, but the formula is still very thin and jelly-like. I'm not a huge fan of the jelly-like texture. I prefer my colors to be more cream-like and shiny, but it's not too bad, and the color itself is really pretty. So that is 2 coats of Super Cute in Pink. This next color is called 5 Apples Tall, and it is a red-orange cream polish. This is applying really well, formula very smooth, creamy, and easy to apply. It only takes 1 coat to become completely opaque because the opacity in this polish is just amazing. I really love how this polish is applying. It's not too thick but not too thin. It is just perfect, and it's super shiny without a top coat too. So that is 1 coat of 5 apples tall. Up next we have a polish called My Twin Mimi, and it is a very bright, fun yellow polish. The formula is really nice, easy to apply, very smooth. It is going to definitely need a second coat because it is a bit streaky towards the cuticle area. I'm not a huge fan of yellow polishes. I probably wouldn't wear this as a full manicure, but I will definitely use it for nail art because it is pretty opaque and creamy for a yellow polish. So that is 1 coat of My Twin Mimi. Here is the second coat of My Twin Mimi. As you guys can tell, it is completely opaque in 2 coats. Very easy to apply. Formula, it was very nice, creamy, and the polish is absolutely beautiful without a top coat. Very shiny itself. Once again, I'm probably not going to wear this as a full manicure because I'm not a big fan of yellows, but I will definitely be using it for nail art. So that is 2 coats of My Twin Mimi. The next color is called My Pal Joey, and it is a true blue polish. It kind of reminds me of Pacific Blue. I never had the original formula for Pacific Blue, so I'm not too sure if this is a dupe for it or not, but it looks pretty close to it to me. Formula was very smooth, easy to apply. As you can see, it is completely opaque in 1 coat, no streaks, nothing at all. So that is 1 coat of My Pal Joey. The next color is called Starry Eyed for Dear Daniel, and it is a pink, super fun glitter polish. As you guys can tell from how I'm applying it, it kind of looks like it has a jelly base filled with glitters. It's not fully opaque on 1 coat, so this is definitely going to need a second coat, but it's very filled with glitters, so you don't have to fish for glitters for this polish. Here's the second coat of Starry Eyed for Dear Daniel. It is very easy to apply on the second coat, very shimmery and fun. Perfect for a night out or if you just want something sparkly because this polish is definitely super sparkly. So that is 2 coats of Starry Eyed for Dear Daniel. This next color is called Charmy and Sugar, and it is a light pink silver glitter polish. The base is really pretty. It's really shimmery, the base itself, but it is also filled with lots of glitters. I kind of had to dab the glitters a little bit because I felt like there wasn't enough glitters, so it equaled to like the base, if that makes sense. So I'm going to see if I apply a second coat, if that helps at all. Here's the second coat of Charmy and Sugar. It is applying pretty well on the second coat, definitely completely opaque in 2 coats. I am dabbing more than actually like applying the polish on this second coat just to allow all of the glitters to stick on the nail. It is super glittery and shiny and fun. I really like this polish and definitely can be worn for a night out. So that is Charmy and Sugar. The next color is called Never Have Too Many Friends. This polish is just a basic black nail polish. As you guys can tell, it is applying very smooth and creamy, completely opaque in just 1 coat. I don't really think that this color should have been included in this collection because I feel like the Hello Kitty collection, most of the colors are bright and fun and sparkly and just like really happy colors. And I feel like the black polish in this collection kind of wasn't needed because it's more of a darker color when more of the colors in this collection are very bright and fun. If you are in need of a staple black, then this one is really nice. And that is it for my review on OPI's new Hello Kitty collection. I really enjoyed the light pinks in this collection, but I really was a fan of all of the polishes actually. So if you really like bright and fun colors, I would definitely recommend picking up this collection. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to be notified when I post new review videos or nail art tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone!